Hey guys, Ashton here today again with another Tech Tip Tuesday. Today's project is replacing the battery in a 1990s model Aladdin Air dive computer. This is a mineral oil filled computer with a soldered in battery, so it's quite a project. Do not attempt this at home. Take it to your local dive shop, dive center, and have a service technician do this for you. However, if you dive in Aladdin Air or any old 1990s computer, I highly recommend you start looking at an upgrade. Depth sensors, pressure sensors, etc. are not exactly reliable from that era, and you know they're knocking on 30 years old now. So, anyways, follow along. All right, today's project is a Aladdin Air integrated dive computer from the late 90s that had a soldered in battery. And the customer is absolutely adamant that we get this computer running. We'll get it to power on, but will not warranty this due to the fact of its age, depth sensor issues. Other than being able to ensure that it will power up, that is all we're going to be able to do for this customer. But this is something you rarely get to see. This is a fluid filled, which is mineral oil filled dive computer, and it takes a 3.6 volt AA size but 3.6 volt battery. This is the one that came out of it, and we're replacing it with a 14500 3.6 volt. Has a little bit longer life, but anyways, check it out. Alright, so we're going to finish soldering this battery in. I'll kind of let you see what's going on. So this is a fluid filled again with mineral oil, and I have to stand it up. I just got it wedged in this Pelican case here. My vise is over there, so not really a good working station to do soldering where the vise is. But you'll notice all this brown crud. I actually saved it for the customer. The battery that was in previously seems to have reacted with the mineral oil and corroded. I don't really see much damage on the connection here from the corrosion, but again, because of that and the age of the computer, I'm not going to warranty this work. I will just warranty the fact that there is a new battery in it. So anyways, I've got the flux here, so I'm just going to put a little bit of paste on it. So this is our soldering paste or soldering flux. Just a dab will do, not too much, okay? I'm going to preheat, maybe you can see there, that flux, get it good and wet. Going to introduce a little solder to it. Okay. Now I'm going to take the wire. Now it's important when soldering lithium batteries, you do not hold the heat to it no more than 10 seconds. So you don't want to heat the internals of the battery, cause any type of failure, especially lithium batteries. Y'all have all seen the news. So we don't want any crazy battery explosions going on, especially right here in my face. So. Alright, and the forceps come into play. They're very handy. And I'm going to heat this solder through the wire, essentially pressing the wire down into it. One strand off to the side. Alright. Let that cool. Alright, I'm going to use two hands to remove these forceps just so I won't risk damaging it. Alright, and that is a very strong bond. Now what you did not see prior to me applying the flux and starting the video is I took a razor blade and a small file and I essentially scratched up and roughed up the terminals on each end of the battery, so there would be small grooves, gouges for the flux and the solder to adhere to. That's necessity on here. You don't really have to do that if you're doing a spot welder or if you're using nickel tabs. So if you're spot welding or soldering nickel tabs on, this is the old battery, maybe you can see that. That's a nickel tab that was spot welded onto the battery and then soldered to the nickel tab. But for this case here, we had to rough it up a little bit. But there you go. So now I'm going to put this back in, reinstall 3 screws that hold it in. I'm going to top it off with mineral oil and hook it up. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll let you know.